Hello everybody and welcome to Your Brain on Tech, your source for everything you love, from technology to gadgets, the world of gaming, and the internet. I am your host, Eric Hurst, and today I've got news from Google, of course, some rumored specifics about the next iPad and Android's first dual-screen phone. Last week, Google released a new iOS app that makes it ridiculously easy to translate text and speech into about 50 different languages. Right now, the app can translate text between all 50, but only allows for speech translation for 15. Those languages being highlighted with a darkened volume symbol. You can input a text translation by typing, or to really use the app to the fullest, press the microphone button, speak into your device, and almost instantly you have a text translation that for 23 languages you can play back through your speakers. You can also full screen the text so that the person you are conversing with can just read the translation for themselves. The application is free, so download it today, get out there, and translate your way around the world. The Wall Street Journal claims the next iPad is already in production, although a spokesperson for Apple declined to comment. So here's what we claim to know about the next iPad so far. It will have a front-facing camera for FaceTime video calling. If this is the same as the iPod Touch, which we assume it will be, that will make it 0.3 megapixels. A rear camera, again if this is like the iPod Touches, that one should be around 1 megapixel. In addition, we'll see a new thinner, lighter design. The device is also said to include a faster processor, more memory, which I would hope means RAM, but they could just be talking storage here, and a more powerful graphics processor. Left out of that list is an iPad version of Retina display. I have to assume they're leaving that out of this model of the iPad if we haven't heard anything about it yet, but perhaps Apple is saving that little tidbit for the official reveal. Since they are already in production, I believe we'll see an announcement sometime in the next month, with the release in April coinciding with the launch of the original iPad. So Sprint users may be feeling a little out of the loop in this whole iPhone world that we live in. But if you love Android and still want a phone that could make your friends jealous, Sprint might be coming out with the phone for you. The Kyocera Echo will be the first dual-screen Android phone. The phone starts with a 3.5-inch screen that pivots to reveal another screen, giving you almost 5 inches of screen space at 960 by 800 resolution when the phone is in tablet mode. That's right, there are 3 modes for this phone: your normal single-screen candy bar, an angled mode, and the flat tablet mode. The 2 screens allow for simultasking. That's the new word to describe running an app on each screen at the same time. You can of course run one app on both screens and, for instance, scroll around a web page quite fluidly. The Echo will be running at Android 2.2. It has 1 GHz Snapdragon processor, 1 GB RAM, a 5 megapixel camera, and flexible SD storage. Some downsides are that it's a little hefty at 0.67 inches thick, weighing in at 6.8 ounces, and it doesn't have support for 4G. The Kyocera Echo will be coming out on Sprint this spring for $199 with a new 2-year contract. Hey viewer, do you have $8 to $10 billion on you? Then you'll be able to buy yourself a little company called Twitter. According to rumor, Facebook and Google executives have had low-level talks with Twitter. Insiders say that those discussions estimated Twitter's worth at somewhere between $8 and $10 billion. To any average person, that sounds ridiculous for what Twitter does, but attention is quite an asset. Facebook made a $50 billion company out of other people's attention, and attention is something Twitter definitely has. After setting a record last week during the Super Bowl, with at times getting as high as 4,064 tweets per second. I have no idea why Twitter is deciding to put itself out on the market, but perhaps they are in over their heads at this point, or maybe they don't have or want to create a plan for the future and would feel fine taking $10 billion to pass that role on to someone else. I know when that amount of money is on the table, I would find it really easy to take the check and walk away. Well, that's all the tech news I have for you this week. Be sure to check out yourbrainontech.com for past and present episodes. You can follow the show on Twitter at twitter.com/yourbrainontech, or you can follow me at twitter.com/Eric Hurst. You can now catch Your Brain on Tech on YouTube, and be sure to like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. But if you love Android... Oh, no! I'll try to say something funny. How many butts are there in the butt seat store?
Was that words, Eric? Was that words?
Translate that.
Really?
Although a spokesperson for... Since scroll around... That was great. Simultasking. Simultask. Coming out this spring for...